It's pre-dawn, um, so I'll probably talk softly. Um, I have neighbors. Uh, One great thing about where I live is that I face the sunrise, and I've really become attuned to the seasons since I moved here. So it's coming up on 6:45, and the sun is not up yet. But at the height of the summer, 6:30 was sunrise. So, you know, time keeps on moving. Fall is coming. I'm going to paint again. Well, I say paint because I don't know. When someone's a painter, they call his work paintings. They call their work paintings, even if it's I'm beating around the bush. I don't know if I'm gonna get out any paint. Um, I'm gonna use these oil pastels that I don't know someone gave me. Someone left me. I inherit people who give up on art. I inherit their stuff. I refuse to give up because it keeps me alive. Anyway, so in my previous stream, which is at yeah, I know it's at a. Is this what's considered a Dutch angle? Just an oblique angle? Because I wanted this one to be. I might end up working more on this one today because this one has reached a point that I kind of like it, and so I'm not. Um, I don't want to mess it up if I'm not feeling for sure about what I want to do next. But I'll switch it to whoa, more head on, directly to the head. Usually I complain when commercials uh, take over my brain, but that's amusing to me. Head on. So currently I'm not. Well, I'm gonna do. I'm not feeling. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not feeling inspired. I actually just want to, for fun, make some stripes of these colors. Uh, Let me figure out how to get comfortable and do this while casting a shadow. I hate how much noise all these. I don't want to make noise, pre-dawn noise. I saw a video of someone cooking, and I thought, you know what? They, I could see some of the stuff that they were doing was a little bit awkward. And I was like, making video, doing things that are that require a lot of just ease and comfort and feeling natural with yourself for a video is awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to make adjustments until I feel able to do what I want. Hmm. Like I said, I'm not even sure I want to add anything to this right now. So In my previous live painting stream, which is up on YouTube as 907.1, part one of September 7th stream, I sort of, I don't know, apologize or complain or something about the fact that I'm not painting very much for y'all. And I said I was anxious to do it, to paint in a stream. I think, now, there are circumstances in which I've done live painting in groups and I was not anxious because I had it all set up and ready to go. And I was being paid or something in some way. What am I saying? I'm saying that, I'm saying that my art and everything I try to do I want it to be natural. And therefore, I think performance messes things up for me. And there's a pressure of the camera running to do like a show. And every other time that I've posted paintings to social media, online, whatever, videos, they usually, I believe, I believe every time, they're like uh, sped up. So you see the whole thing start to finish. And this time I'm letting you in on what's more real, which is to do a little bit at a time, or what's more like current reality. Because, I just no longer feel like I need to churn out work. And I think I'm no longer struggling with the same level of like manic um, impatient anxiety. Uh, I so often work to dispel anxiety, to channel it into art. So if I feel mostly okay, then what? Oh, yeah, there's a talking point about that. Like it's an artist's dilemma. Oh, what if my work suffers, like I have to be crazy in order to, you know what I'm talking about? I've heard that before. In order to produce. Well, fear not, I'm still crazy. in my previous streams, I've talked about. So, my crazy nowadays is my stubborn uh, refusal to be to conform. Well, that sounds. I mean, I'll even go so far as to say I stubbornly refuse to be at peace with uh, society. That was my thinking before, that I needed to get my diagnoses and get my meds and get my treatments and fit in and do whatever I have to do to get my head pats from this world that I live in, because you gotta find a way to fit in with the world because it's the one world and we're in it. White on white. Just this is just for fun. Now, since these are oil pastels, I could go back later with like a uh, some like linseed oil or something that uh, I'm too tired, but I could blend. I could paint with it. I could loosen it up with a liquid that works with oil. Most of the rest of this, if not all of the rest of this, is acrylic, and that uh, what thins acrylic is water, but oil is different. Anyway, so my current, I guess, craziness is that I no longer care about fitting in the world and don't care too much what happens to me. I mean, I don't want to suffer pain, but I already suffer pain. And I know that nothing's going to change to help me. I mean, I can do very little, and I do what I can. But otherwise, I mean, I said I'm not at peace with the world. I'm at peace with me. So yeah, before I was not at peace with me and working to be at peace with the world. And now I'm not at peace with the world and working to be at peace with me. And that was just something fun I wanted to do. Um, that's what this art is. It's play. I don't know what else I want to do in this stream. Stretch. Um, yeah. So when I say I'm not at peace with the world, and uh, there's not much I can do about it. This art, which includes my monologuing, is what I do, is what I can try to do, because I would like to convince people uh, who may have followed a different path than I've had, and may have quote unquote normal jobs and money. I would like to convince them that we need to overturn our systems. I've already I'm already like, I've fallen through the cracks of what society expects. Now, this one, yeah, I think this is, I usually give myself tips on the back. Yeah, I know I like it. I like it this way. Yeah. But I've learned to like my art more than one way because, um, well, it's fully abstract. It has no natural up and down or horizon or anything like that. And sometimes the space you have, you got to hang it a different way. So the other way I like it, what the heck? I'll go through all the permutations. I mean, this one almost works anyway. I don't. There's a piece of newspaper stuck to it, and there's people's faces, and so personally, I prefer them to be upside down so that it's not really about them. They're just a part of it. And I don't know, but I like this way. I like this thing that looks like a leaf, sort of acting like a sword coming into this white circle that's broken open. I took a took some clips from a previous stream, and I inserted still photos of the painting that I was talking about because they really look a lot better than the video. Um, yep. So I don't know what you can see or what you can't, and I don't have the equipment or the patience to be constantly like zooming in and out. But basically, I like this painting this way and this way. And in the previous one, I talked about how I try to sell my work nowadays. As I've been saying, I'm sort of a dropout of normal life. I'm a conscientious objector to capitalism. So, because I've learned, I don't really make products and I don't sell. I'm not mass producing goods that I'm selling. There's no point in me competing with uh, that type of decor. I'm not making decor. If you pay, if you want some of my art, what you're doing is supporting me. You're supporting an artist. You're helping me put my emotions and my point of view and my way of channeling um, difficulty into positivity. That's what you're supporting. So I I came at this decision for multiple reasons, but like basically, I used to maintain a lot of it's like overhead and paperwork to run a business of being an artist. Um, that's just really uh, it's stupid because, like I said, I'm nothing like a store, and it's really not worth. That's energy that's just wasted for me to spend any time on that. Trust me, if I ever make enough to pay taxes, I'll pay my taxes. But currently, I'm subsistence living. So anything that I receive is a gift. Another reason I came to this conclusion is that everyone who buys from me is someone who has a personal connection with me. So that's not the way you feel when you just go somewhere and buy something. So it's not a purchase of an item, it's a gift to support an artist's ability to live. So, having said that, um, I now when I list my work, I um, will say something like available as thank you for a donation of your choice, suggested range, and for this it would be something like $600 to $1,500. And then I would ship it anywhere, I'm willing to ship it anywhere uh, that I can afford to ship it. And so I recently came up with the like, as long as shipping doesn't cost more than 10% of what you've donated, then I'll cover the shipping included in that. If it does cost more than 10%, we'll have to, you know, have to get a little bit more to work it out if you live somewhere far away or if you're buying something really big. But anything can be packaged safely and shipped just about anywhere. So, um, I don't sound very cheerful or hopeful because lately I sell about 2 paintings a year if I'm lucky, and not this size. Someone, a friend, was wanting to buy art and was saying that it was too expensive. And this was back when I had like a day job. So I guess, so if you think about it, um, all the artists all the art that exists is being subsidized somehow by money that comes from where? And oftentimes it's the other jobs that artists are working, or rich people, like if they make it and they get into the art market, well, then they're kissing rich people's asses to present a product. Um, that's like corporate. Any time that like I've used a bunch of different websites and stuff, and they all use all the corporate exploitation that it just all makes me sick to my stomach. It takes me further and further away from the art that I'm making. So, and even when, no matter how many things I participated in, or it was still my buyers were people who knew me, and I just thought, I'm going through all these painful, like disgusting procedures to put myself potentially in front of the eyeballs of rich or corporate or yeah. Anyway, um, so I just kind of stopped trying all that stuff. Oh, I was listing all the ways that art and artists and actors are included are subsidized. They either come from money, they have other jobs, or I mean, it could be a combination. Corporate exploitation, governments sometimes, and grants and all that stuff, but you still have to perform to prove your worth to get that stuff. It's never just, oh, you deserve to exist. All people deserve to exist. You're providing a service to humanity because you want to put art into the world and put out a point of view. And we recognize that uh, it's not a product that you can make $50,000 a year selling. Not really. Burn it all. Anyway, I also describe so I'm a humanist. That's what I name all my channels. And I also sometimes describe my philosophy as sunny pessimism because I do not believe, based on everything I've observed in my half century, I do not believe we're going to get it together and save each other. I don't believe that I'm going to, I do believe I'm going to die of something uh, that would be easily preventable if I had universal health care. I do believe, I mean, I think that's most likely. right now I've got like thousands of dollars of dental work I need to do, and it's just not going to happen. So maybe I'm going to lose those teeth. There's really, I can't be mad about it. I have a lot of other good things going for me, and I'm better off than a lot of people on this planet. But I think it sucks. And I think it sucks for me, and it sucks for the majority of human beings. So, yeah, I'm a humanist, I'm a misanthropic humanist, and I'm a sunny pessimist. I'm sunny because I say it all with a smile on my face. I do not scream. I do not expect things to be different. I have hope, and maybe that counters pessimism. My hope is that anything is possible. Human beings can make the world better. We really, really can find all the good people who want things to be better and work together. I don't think it's going to happen. So, one of the things that I do is this, and I read poetry, and I try to listen to people who I think are caring. I'm mostly alone because most people I know uh, in the communities that I come from just might open their mouths and say something really horrible. And it's exhausting, you know? I can try to do my like kind pushback, and I do, but there are so many negative views that are so entrenched, so ingrained. Yeah, I think I'll talk about that. I believe that negative views of others are intertwined with negative self-worth. So one of the reasons I do what I do, which includes putting myself on video in outfits like this, like I look at the world usually, I mean, I journey, I'm on my own journey, so I have, I only see things from my point of view. So there's people older than me, people younger than me. And I'm always kind of down when someone younger than me has not gotten over uh, like prejudices against themselves or others. Um, so I talk about what I don't have, which is healthcare, money, financial security. Um, but it's fun to talk about what I do have, which is the ability to be myself. It's important to me. I get that it's not important to others. I was in a setting with someone. Uh, I mean, everybody looked great. It was a party. We were all dressed up, and they demanded like the photographer retake pictures, and they just thought they looked bad. So think about it, like if you're standing and you don't like how you look, and then you do this, well, whatever. I mean, I can't do too much. But let's say this person, sucked in their gut a photo, and then they were happier with that photo, the second photo. Who were they fooling? They're the ones who care. Like, they don't want other people to think that they look like they actually look. So they're not accepting how they actually look. I mean, I don't get it because I kind of don't understand that view of fashion. There's a view of fashion, I think, that we're attempting to look, you know, our best. Maybe it's the job to please others. So our appearance is, we're stimulating other people's visual senses. Okay, I can understand that as an artist. Um, but I don't make just pretty art. I like to make art that takes people on an emotional journey, and I guess that's the same way I treat my appearance, because all I care about is the truth. Anyway, it's striking to me to think, wow, you're a grown ass woman and you can't just be comfortable and looking good, and you just can't be comfortable. You're going to carry that with you to your grave. This I'm on display to be judged by people I don't even know who might be on the other side of this camera. I mean, when it's eventually published or wherever it ended up. So, like what? When you look back at the photos someday, you'll say, I looked really good then, or will you remember, oh my God, I didn't look good in that outfit until I sucked in my gut? Am I making too much of a big deal about it? I mean, they're the ones who kind of called the whole party to a halt in order to retake their pictures. I think that's some kind of mental illness. And you can bet that that person probably thinks negative thoughts about people who don't look good by their standards. Know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get this out of the way. You're the ding dong. I mean, it's going to be crooked. Um, so the sun has risen, but it's yet another cloudy day, which lately I am loving lately. Enough of summer. Sorry, friend. My bestie is addicted to summer, which is cute. It's fine. I was when I was young. Now I'm all about every other time of year. I mean, I try to like them all, but I know because I don't spend money on air conditioning, I look forward to the cooler months because I'm always thinking I'm eventually going to have people over, but I never do. Every time I think about it, there's another COVID flare up and no one takes it seriously. So, what should I do with this one? It's, well, I'm not doing a very good job. You might have heard, like, what's one of the artists aren't supposed to treat their work as too precious, and I'm sort of doing that right now, or I'm like afraid to put marks on it because I'm not feeling it. But trust me, I've destroyed so many works without, I mean, and just messed them up. Oh my gosh, first time, like in college when someone else splattered onto a work that I was treating with care, and it was a good learning experience. Hmm. Let's see. I'm sure I've said this before, but because of streaming and well, now I don't even have a music player at the moment, but I would normally play music and I miss that. Yep. What is this? So when it comes to learning to accept things, I mean, here's the funny thing about it, and I probably do sound, I don't know, superior. Like I can accept the fact whatever shape I'm in, or I can accept, that I'm never going to make money. I didn't always feel those ways. And so it's easy to look at it and say, well, that's because you failed. You've, you're 50 or 60 pounds overweight. And it's like each decade you get another 10 pounds overweight. And you've lost all your money and you don't have a future. So you have to accept, you know, and other people are doing better and looking better and keeping the weight off or whatever, so they don't have to accept uh, those things. And yeah, that's a possible way to look at it. I'm not gonna say not. It's not. That's all. That's all I had to say. I think what matters is if you are happy and you're not harming yourself or others, then yeah, have whatever viewpoints you want to have. I have no desire to control others. And maybe I'm oversensitive. Maybe I'm wrong when I say that I think the people that I can think of who say all these various things that I think are dysfunctional, the wrong way of looking at things, I think that they're not. I mean, I think those same things are transmitted through anxiety and judgment and okay, we're getting a kind of a slate gray blue. That's fun. Now, because I didn't shake it up, I'm gonna stir it up if I can find a stir stick. Uh, I can't get into my supply closet because someone dropped something off that I'm expected to deal with that was something of my mother's. I just it was like I was doing so good in terms of this happens to me over and over and over again where somebody else doesn't want something and then it weighs me down because I can't live with just throwing everything away. Other people are good at that. Fun. What am I looking for? A paintbrush. Will you just stay there and not fall in? Okay, unfortunately I can't function and worry about blocking the camera. That would be the thing that would mess with my brain and lead me to, I don't know, do something I don't want to do. If I had told you before I started, I wouldn't have said what this painting needs is more dark color. But I'm breaking up. I didn't like this black corner frame dealy. So even just adding blue, dark blue, breaks it up. Blue gray. So maybe I should explain, like, how can I decide that something matters when this art doesn't have any rhyme or reason and nothing matters? Good question, brain. So it's my metaphor for life. It matters if we decide that it matters. That's what matters. And that's why I'm a humanist. We make the values. Okay, so when you're doing something and it's like, well, I can't do, I don't even have the energy to say what I was going to say. But there's a thing you want to do and you think it's step A, but it's really like step double G because there's more than 26, more than 30, whatever steps that you have to do before you get to it. So frustrating. So like I'm doing this because one of my tasks is to figure out which of this paint is trash and which of the it is usable. And then I would put like white paper or just some kind of tape on it and then paint the color so I'd know what color's in the can. And but I already described for you, I can't get to the place where it goes next because of this thing that was dropped off at my house that I have to deal with. But yeah, I don't need any more of this color. I have a feeling all the paint in this selection is going to be dark. So I thought you said we had a deal. Hey, Mr. DJ, I thought you said we had a deal. I thought you said you scratch my back and I'll scratch your record, and I thought you said we had a deal. Okay, now I know what color paint is in there. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm trying to teach myself how to live with chronic pain. so far. I'm only willing to get one brush dirty. So, having experienced depression and all kinds of disillusionment and now chronic pain, I think that my number one job every day is to feel good because I believe that's how I can best show up for others and do good for the world. When I have negative thoughts, I try to channel them, to sort of reason with them. I definitely link negative thoughts I have about others with myself. So, as bad as I think things are, the systems in our world, I try not to resort to us and them language where I think there's some small, there's an explanation that, and that explanation is like there's some small cabal that's, you know, doing all the bad things, the billionaires or whatever. I definitely don't have any fondness for billionaires, and I would tax the hell out of them, and I would uh, break up monopolies and all sorts of stuff if I could. I mean, I definitely advocate towards that. But I think that I don't want to believe in the easy first thoughts that come to me. I think they're disempowering to think that oh there's I don't think anyone really knows what's going on. I mean, of course, there's some people who have more power in their situations, and I think that we're all. I think one way to feel better is to use our relative privilege to do better. And I think that people who don't feel good. I don't think that materialism provides lasting pleasure, and I don't think that cruelty. I just I don't think you can be committing acts that harm others. And I mean, if you're getting good, if you're getting satisfaction harming others, then you have a disorder for sure, and most likely you're not very well liked and you're suffering. So the humanism that I preach, and I'm not sure I like the word preach, but anyway, second day in a row I've used it, is for the good of all, even those who don't want it. Yuck, that's kind of gross. But the fun thing about painting is I can redo it later. Blah da blah da blah 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 da blah. Blah da dee doo doo dur. Hmm. 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 Is there any paint left in this bottle? Which way is open? Go with your first instinct. Oh, yes. Oh, now, see, the more I'm getting into the more I'm getting into it, the more I'm really making changes, feeling different. I can hear leaf blowers. I hate those fucking things. At before 9 in the morning seems unreasonable. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, the painting's really changing. You can't stop me, I can do whatever I want. Oh, yes, I can, my friend. Paint it all with one brush. You get lots of different types of looks. There's the skinny side and the big fat side. They're the eyelashes and the cloudy strokes. Oop, oop, ba, loop, ba, doo, loop, ba, loop, ba, doo. Let's try the dark one again. You cannot stop me now. I got the power. I'm a painter and I can do whatever I want. I'm dying. It's almost breakfast time. And then, da 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 da, boop boop, da 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 da, boop boop, boop boop boop, boop boop, ba doop ba doop ba doop, beep bop, ba da ba dee boo, bop, ba da da ba 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 ba, da 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 da, beep bop, ba doop ba da ba ba, ba boop, ba beep bop bop, ba boop ba 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 beep ba 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 boop ba ba. You can annoy me with leaf blowers, and you have to deal with this. I need agua. Oh, I have agua. No, I don't. Ah, nice. Yep. I probably need to think about it. Take a break. Hmm. It feels too choppy to me. Like I kind of would like there to be some more peace. So, I could decide that later. What do I mean by that? I mean, I probably mean more, like there's too much. So I can have more solid colors or more lightness. So the other stuff is still there, but it's underneath. Then these top strokes just start to, I don't know, it's a little bit of a veil, some protective coating. Come on, don't make me have to exert strength. Of course, I have bad materials. I hate waste and I have no money. So I got some old materials. Fortunately, I mean, yes, fortunately, I have options. I just wanted a lighter blue. Oh, I'm feeling a little warm. What am I gonna eat? Well, I have egg I need to use up, so I think just egg on toast. Maybe. I've got bread I need to use up. It'd be cool if I could give you a better look at, I mean, you know, like different angles and stuff. Ooh, apparently I should have shaken you up, which only makes sense, but we only want a little. We're just trying to cheer things up a little bit. Oh my God, it's so bleak. Ooh, oops, oops. Oh my God, these paint monsters. Bambino, ding it all, everything got up. Ba ba da ba da beep ba da da boo doo boo boo boo. Pika baka kapika baka puka puka baka pika boo. Boo beep ba ba beep ba 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 da ba da ba da ba. Beep. Oh, I can't see it very well. I said it'd be nice if I could let you see it closer, but um, you're really cramping my style. And so is this, and so is this. This isn't the way I would normally work because I need to get up against it, you know? I hate it so much. Sometimes I go through those phases. Well, I mean, what I really hate is my back pain and these cans and this chair here and this. And so, like, I can't even tell how I feel about the painting because I hate everything else in life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what you're talking about. And I hate using the same brush over and over again. Yeah, you know it. Well, you're just making a whole different painting now, aren't you? Yeah. That's what emotions tell me to do sometimes. Don't you think it should have some green in it? Yeah, I do. But who has the patience? And I don't like painting with this overhead light. Is it bright enough to turn it off yet? Not really. I hate it. I hate it all. What do you hate the most? I hate the cart. Well, how can we fix that? What else do you hate? My pain and my country. Well, we can't fix that, but we can fix the cart. Well, because of the way it's framed, you're going to need two hooks. Well, maybe not. Oh my God, I feel like vomiting. Just spend some time meditating. Okay. Don't think about anything. Okay. Don't you think you make it more difficult because you don't know what you're making? Maybe. Or, some people would probably think that that makes it easier. So, what's your goal? To just spend some time playing. So, how can you fail? Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're right. It's it's just money. That's, you know, a problem. And everything makes you think of money. Like, well, this shirt doesn't matter, but like, oh, I've stained a shirt. I have to wash it. Stuff like that. Kind of. Can you even see that? Oh yeah, because I pushed you way back. Oh, and what else are you stressed about? Every single person I know. Yep, yep. I know what you mean. Well, remember, nothing matters. So imagine doing this and thinking, who's going to buy this or what could I paint in order to, have somebody like it? I mean, that's like crazy. How can I do a good enough painting that I earn the right to eat? Well, it's certainly not this one. Nope, you're getting thrown out on the street, I'm afraid. Oh well. I would say good effort, but it wasn't. Which is why, I believe that people don't have to earn the right to eat, to live, to have health care. I mean, remember when you wanted to add a little blue? That's just crazy talk. And before you even started this, it was a finished painting that used to hang on the wall. Yeah. I mean, it was altered a while ago, but yeah. Ah, fucking fuck. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we'll just do it that way from now on, remember? Okay. I'm still mad. Why are you mad? Because I'm in pain. No one's going to help me. Just paint it over it all. Boy, you thought you liked this color and you really hate it now, don't you? Sure do. Well, just remember, the point is the time you're spending doing this is time that you could have been doing something dumber. You're only happy when you create. You know that. Yeah. Oh, and you probably want to let it dry so then you can cover over this blue because right now you're just blending with it. Yep. And maybe it'll become something new to Molly. Yep. kind of want to do the old hand print. You miss it. You miss those days of feeling that free. Yeah, just let it dry. Okay. And yeah, I know you're saying, and then what? But you don't have to decide now. And nobody's beating down your door asking for new art. And if they were, you've got about 100 paintings you could show them that you really like. I know. Everything's sad. Yeah, yeah. That's the trick to feel good anyway. Because it's not your fault that everything's sad. It's not any one person or even one group's fault. And this one you like, and maybe with the blue and the hand, maybe you're close to finishing this. Maybe. But what if I fuck it up because I don't feel good? Hmm. You act like this is the first time you've ever done any of this. No, I know. Maybe it's the first time I've ever done it in a stream while feeling in this much pain, while the world is as bad as it is, and while you don't know if you're going to make it through the next week financially. Yes, that's true. So every day, every time you're doing something, you're proving to yourself something new. Life is learning. It's like, can I survive even in pain? Can I create even in pain? Can I smile even in pain? And we're working on it, right? Right. So what are you making? I don't know. How will you know when you're finished? I'm not sure. How do you feel about it? Pretty good. What are you doing? Well, I that was some heavy square energy, and I thought it would be nice to have a circle. Okay. How do you feel about it? Meh. Not sure. Until it's finished, it's not finished. It's too much of that damn blue. You need to just wash all the blue off your brush. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. No, instead of washing it away, paint it somewhere else. Oh my God, it's beautiful over here. Wow. Can you still see me? I mean, who cares? Uh, the best things in life happen off camera. Do you still feel sick to your stomach? Kind of all the time lately. Yeah, I think it's the medication or the pain itself. Yeah, I know. You're doing great. You're alive. And if you weren't, oh well. Love your attitude. You're not harming people. This could make a cute bag someday. I mean, maybe. Yeah. Or t-shirt. Oh my God, I start wearing clothing that I make myself. It's too scratchy. Oh yeah, you ruined it. You ruined it. Uh, Listen, what you want to do, you want to get a new brush. I know, 3 brushes, that's your max. That's the most I'm willing to clean. And just cover over some of the blue with, do you have any actual white? I mean, oh, what's in this? That's empty. That's a pain in the ass. That's pain in the ass slash empty is all you got. Back to the. What are you trying to do? You're just trying to lighten up the white. Okay, this should do it. Do you mean the blue? Yeah, that's what I meant. With white. Yeah, that's what I meant. Don't you feel good when you're painting? Yes. All right, now what are you gonna do with this circle? Well, the point was you just didn't like that square, right? Yeah. So, ah, Oh, you're changing it to like something else. Yes, I am. Did you do it on purpose? No comment. The lighting is really bad, BT dubs. So that could affect everything you're feeling. Yeah, that's true. Oh, now those are some cute things you're suddenly making. Not bad. If you're watching this, what did I do that makes it any different than it was a few minutes ago? Um, so when I look at it, I want my eyes to move around and I don't want them to just go to one thing and be like, ugh, I don't like that. So, like, if there's blue here, it's a little bit odd. Well, the blue here and the blue here and like it's okay. The the cube was too much, but now it's less. I mean, I'm not saying it's done, but it might be. It's different. It's definitely different. I feel like it could have some yellow in it, you know. Um, but then my eye goes to this, even though that's just one line. I love it. It's a little bit like this is coming in and this is coming in, but then the other side is different. So it's not like four corners coming in. It's a little, I mean, this is like a basket, which is maybe annoying. Uh, I mean, that's probably what I would alter. If the first thing I would change would be something about this. Um, like I could take once it's dry, I could take pencil and just draw some lines, and that would just change the feeling of this, so that this didn't feel like a border. I can make it something different. That's just a first thought, what I might do to break that up. Um, yeah, I kind of like it. What do I try to create? I try to create just mystery. um, I try to create a an active journey. It's not just one thing. It's sort of several different things, and they can conflict. Um, but I want there to be an overall feeling of peace, like balance. I've called it in the past um, balanced, imbalance. I'm just dirtying this up. It's like too much of a white margin. I don't know. Balanced imbalance. So I want there to be like, oh, it's a little bit crooked or off, but it somehow altogether works. And I like your eyes to go all over the place when you're looking. Oh, my back. Have I mentioned I'm in pain? I can't remember. Uh, this brush soaks up too much water. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to um, clean the brush on, you know, not waste paint, in other words. Not pour paint down the drain, but put it onto a future work of art. So I clean my brushes. I try to get all the paint out. And then, like, there might be, maybe there's room for some more additions, make it, freak it up, make it a little freaky. Like, is it time to break that up? I don't know. I kind of like my pencil idea. And this is okay. I was about to say something. I'll just keep it to myself. So now this brush will be a lot easier to clean because I've gotten, I mean, this is another reason, I use acrylic, just easier. Next brush. What about dealing with all the paint on this canvas? Yep. So I use canvases as palettes. And then eventually they'll be painting. Um, what I could use would be something like this. I gotta go get some materials. And I might as well wash my hands. I'll do it in the bathroom. Good morning, good morning. It's 8:30 and I've already basically finished a painting. Maybe, maybe. So what's some of the stuff I said today? That my job is to be happy, and so the current challenges are mostly physical pain, and money is part of it, but I kind of have to separate the money from the pain because I think I have to learn to feel good even when I feel bad, which is this is crazy, but um, so that I mean, yeah, I'll try to alleviate the pain, but maybe maybe I can learn to have a good attitude no matter how I feel, which would help me a lot. Mm. What am I looking for? tried to get the blue paint out of my shirt, and that taught me that, and it didn't come out, and so that teaches me um, that if I do end up selling bags, uh, I don't have to use special fabric paint. This water soluble paint, apparently, once it's dry, pretty much uh, becomes permanent, or at least that one paint. But it's good to know. It's good to know. So, do I really want to waste, quote unquote, all of the paint that I just put this cloth under on top of? I think it's good. Between the canvas on the bottom and the soft canvas cloth, I will be creating something with that paint spill. And let's not forget, all these paints are a million years old and given to me by people who, you know, money people, people who have money who just throw things away. Oh, my aching fucking back. What would I do to, I mean, I'm trying the drinking cure. I think it might interfere with, my ability to do things like grocery shopping, talk to people. So this is just fun. This is like I'm dyeing this fabric in a way, but I'm just cleaning the brush. Okie dokie. And is it gonna stick to the canvas? Is the canvas gonna stick to the canvas? I don't think so. I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, so we've like 90% cleaned our brushes. Breakfast time. So maybe the trick instead of drinking or medication is just distraction. I know in general I'm not a fan of distraction as cure because I think it's the reason that the world is coming to an end because the people who have the most money and power to do something about it are distracting ourselves to death. So I'm really anti-distraction in terms of treatment for psychological and societal problems. But what about physical problems? Maybe in a life without healthcare, maybe distraction is the most likely cure. I mean, isn't that why, Rob, you eat so much because it's a pleasure and it's like your one consistent joy that you're distracting yourself with pleasure? No, I know. But maybe you can distract yourself with lots of things, you know? Cleaning the kitchen, It doesn't have to be fun things, I guess, or you can make everything fun. You know, job one is to feel good. Or just put it this way, all of the above. Do everything. Okay. Like, I mean, clean the kitchen. It's it takes physical effort and that hurts. But you like running the dishwasher. You like having clean dishes. You love it. Well, okay. Just don't forget, you're taking care of you. You're gonna make just some egg on toast. Why not make a poached egg? You haven't made one of them in so long. Um, Maybe you can eat it on top of some kind of salad. Yeah, but it's so much physical work. Right, right. Right. I know. And you never found the friend that you wanted to actually just keep you company while you cleaned. You never found a friend who was that mentally stable that they could, put up with the boredom. They all want to get involved and do it with you or do it for you, but that becomes its own kind of stress. That's why you like to do these things while you do chores. Right. That's right. Like, do you think Mr. Rogers would have ever fed those fish if he didn't have a stove? He would have let them die. Oh my God, I'm wearing this artificial shirt and I'm sweating. It's so gross. I don't know why people own these things, like these things, make these things. Yuck. I took it off. If I come back inside camera range, next time you see me, it'll be. Uh, I don't know. It's gonna make a joke about like R-rated or something, like PG-13, whatever. People take shirts off everywhere, but it's just men. But it should be men and women, but men don't trust themselves not to rate, and women have to suffer for it. They don't get to enjoy the freedom that men get. So here you are, you're using distraction to get like stuff put away, and that's a good use of distraction. So, maybe you're not so in your ways or whatever. Hmm. I've been moving around so quote unquote fast that my tummy hurts. I know it's I don't know. We haven't quite figured that out yet, whether it's the medication or the pain, but I get sick to my stomach doing like normal movements. But think about you just saw a woman on a YouTube video cooking and she had so many creative ideas and she admitted that she can't eat a lot of quote unquote, normal things. She's got like issues. So, and you've known people like that. So once again, you're mostly fortunate and you know it. You can eat just about anything and you love it all. Right. I get it. I'm a glutton or whatever. My eating problem is like my drinking problem, which is I'm too good at both of them. Yep. Yep. Remember in high school? No, 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 junior high, when you used to go to the friends down the street, because I guess we were lying to mom basically. I think she thought there was adult supervision, and we went there because there was not. And just watched MTV and stuff. And oh my God, that was like one of the last women that I liked, really liked. I mean, besides Dana Scully. But and oh yeah, and there was a day when the so I was with my friend and his older sister, and I liked the older sister. And one time she had me and her brother drink. She like challenged us to drink like a shot of scotch. Her grandparents had at their house, and I was so proud. And I guess I still am because I'm telling this stupid story. I don't know, pride. It's more like, well, you get it. Like I just said, I'm good at eating and I'm good at drinking, and those are sources of some problems. So, um, I remember my friend taking his shot, and he was all like, and me, I was just like, nope, hmm, okay. And so that was like eighth grade or seventh grade, and probably eighth, I don't know, but just and I wasn't drinking regularly or anything. It just wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't shock me, and I didn't start drinking regularly. Like that was the beginning of a major problem. I'm just saying it went down smooth from the beginning. Just saying that my experience with food and drink is that I'm a definite omnivore. Okay, now that's exciting. Oh, wait, there's more to be done. I just emptied and partially filled dishwasher. I have a kitchen that's a lot less messy than it was a few minutes ago. And you got to listen to it. What could be more exciting? Oh, and one of the reasons I did that is so that I could clean my brushes, isn't it? Yes, it is. Shirtless man coming through. Look away. If you don't want to see it. Uh, brush cleaning time. You know that it is. It's brush cleaning time. Da, 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 da. When I was 52, it was, I want to say a very bad year, but we're going to salvage it by changing my point of view. Oh, I'll pull out all the stops. No, I've been talking about paintings and what they would cost and stuff. This is, can I? There's so much wetness. This is one I'm like trying to convince myself is complete because it's sort of simple, but I'm not sure. But if you want it, you could have it in exchange for a donation of 200 or more. No, let's make it 150 or more. Ooh, it's oh, I don't know. It's a different size, so I can't tell you right now. Oh yeah, maybe I'm wrong about how much it costs. Hold on. I try to do it by size. I think it's 14 by 20. Yeah. So, yeah, so like 150 and up. But we could make it 100 and up. What the heck? Since I can't decide if it's done. So if you want a painting and you only want to spend 100 bucks for it, oh, it's supposed to go this way. But I had it hanging in my hall this way. I regret it. I regret saying it's $100. It's a donation. It's a scale. So if you can afford to pay more, please do. I love, I mean, I'm just amusing myself. I don't sell art. I think so. I love the Fediverse. It's where I hang out. But like people who try to people who have like normal brains will come and get on the Fediverse and they're like, I don't get it. And somebody will be like, I don't understand the business model, but it's not a business. So there is no business model. I mean, people, and I think that that's just also the reason I like it there so much and the way that I operate. Like, I don't try, I'm not sales minded. And so it takes extra work to buy from me because I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to heal myself and live an authentic life and share it with others if you want it. But but I can't say that like my art has value or will increase in value. That is another reason why I think my donation scheme is legal because I don't believe I'm giving you something that has no value. For tax purposes, the value of my painting is never going to be more than like $50, whatever the material is that went into it. Um, and I mean, maybe that's why, as far as paintings go, um, we try not to sell anything for less than that. I mean, here I am just willing to sell. I don't know. I want to get away from thinking about my art as being sold. I just don't think that is useful for me. What I am seeking out are sponsors, and whether you're a one-time sponsor or a recurring sponsor, um, you know, if you want art, let me know, and we'll talk about it, and I'll send you hopefully whichever one you want. This one is very different for me, just like different colors. And the pink spray paint and this peachy, like that dates back, years probably. And then this week I was like, I'm gonna do some stuff to this. And does it have a wire? No. Oh, but at one time it had a name, I think. Hold on. Oh, I once participated in a show. It was really not worth the effort. Oh, this has a sticker. Shrimp. Oh, anyway, this was once for $1,200. But where? Where did I? Anyway, I called it shrimp and tits. I don't know why. I never talk like that. But, like it rhymes with shrimp and grits. We all know I like food. It was probably when I was at that show in the warehouse where I just, sometimes you bring whatever you have just in case that's the one somebody wants. Oh, and I feel like crying again. I think I have to stop this and lie down. Or wait, I'm supposed to eat. Well, I have to rest first. Oh, we can talk for a minute. I'm gonna hang it up over there if I can. Nope. Got a bar down the middle. Well, I can do it. If it's crooked, I don't care. Ugh. Stop. 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 The pain makes you angry, and then you're impatient. And then it's worse. Okay. Just take your time. Not because, just because you love yourself. Take your time because you love yourself. Now, would it be better if it was hanging on the other side of the bar? We don't think so, but let's try that. No, but we're gonna do that because we want to. Take your time. That's the solution to so much. Or just don't. Why is it suddenly working? I don't know. Gravity decided it liked you for a few minutes. But just, calm down. So one of the reasons I don't hang out with people much is that I don't want to bring this energy to others. Because, like, I would hate them in a second. Yeah, this I don't like looking at because I don't like it. But that's okay. Work in progress. I used to feel that way about me. I didn't like looking at me. I'm a work in progress, but I've learned to just accept me, and it's better when I do. Yup. Okay. Your kitchen is clean enough to cook in, and it's 9 a.m. We're gonna do a poached egg or a fried egg? Yeah, I know that was the last step. So this is complete. It was once listed for $1,200. What would I list it for now? It's 30 by 40. Somehow I know that, but I didn't know that other one. And 3 times 4 is 1,200, which is what it was previously listed for. But now I do it in terms of donation, your choice, sliding scale, and I would do like 600 to 1,200. But because it's brand new, if I like it, and I might like it, then I might say 750 to 1,500. So yeah, well maybe that's why I don't sell anything, because I think that a painting is worth a week's, uh, a painting that someone's going to have for a lifetime, I think is worth a week's salary. Crazy. Uh, yeah. Oh, I started to tell a story about somebody a friend of mine who wanted a painting but said they were too expensive, and she was just coming back or just leaving on some fabulous vacation that I'm not able to take. And I said, I'd like to take vacations. And even, I think a painting that someone's going to live with should cost about as much as a vacation. I think a painting equals a vacation. That makes very much sense to me. I mean, maybe not you decide, how long the vacation, what kind of vacation. But now I'm looking at this, I'm like, it's too green. So, I mean, eventually I'll take a picture of it on a wall that's not covered with other art, a white wall somewhere. And, but some people might want green. It just sort of happened, and I just kind of really like it. So I think it's done. But maybe I'll stick with the 600. What am I trying to decide? The difference between 6 to 12 and 750 to 15? How about if we just say 700 and up? Yeah, okay. And then the one on the left isn't finished yet. Okay, okay. Well, the one on the right, remember you're going to add some pencil marks to mess up the basket. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I don't make these decisions until I'm like, content. Oh, it's not normal phone. It's not normal when it's streaming. I live in a blizzard. Oh, because I'm thinking of moving. I noticed some leaves that needs to. The sun is moving, and it needs to move. The plant needs to move somewhere where it gets a little bit more sun. Okay, do that. Will you do that for me? Wait, for a moment there you saw it. I don't know if I have the energy to make an egg. I have other stuff I could eat that takes less effort, like cream cheese or peanut butter and jelly or oatmeal or I know an egg isn't that hard, but like egg, toast, it just involves multiple steps. Oh, I was thinking about how my computer broke, and here I am debating whether 600 or 750 is a reasonable starting price for a big ass painting. And and if and when I ever buy a new computer again, that money will go into the pockets of rich and, a rich company that's comfortable with human exploitation and oppression. But somebody, will have the nerve to look at me and say that this isn't worth 600, 750, 1200, 1500, whatever. It's sad. Goodbye.